Hey guys, geeking to everyone. On this video, I will demonstrate how to create a new Edge gateway tier 1 in VMware vCloud director. Let's get started. Okay, first of all, I have to log into VMware director and I already here. And on the main screen, I navigate on the data centers section and select virtual data center. Here you can see I have multiple virtual data centers available, and for this demonstration I will use my test environment called VDC test 1 on the right. I click on VDC test 1 to open it. Okay. Inside the virtual data center, I navigate to the left-hand menu and select Edges. This section is used to manage edge gateways that provide networking services for this virtual data center. Okay, to create a new edge gateway, I click on the New button. This opens the new Edge Gateway configuration wizard, this window. The first step is to provide a name for Edge Gateway. Okay, in this example, I will name this test H1. Okay, type it and I click next. The next step is to select the provider gateway. The provider gateway represents the connection between this edge gateway and the provider network infrastructure. In other words, this defines which tier 0 gateway this edge gateway will connect to. In my environment, there are several available provider gateways you can see here. For this demonstration, I will select shared 1, shared 0, 1, second one. Okay, after selection, I'm gonna click next. Okay. The next step is edge cluster selection. Here we need to choose which edge cluster will host this edge gateway. By default, the option use the edge cluster of the provider tier 0 gateway is selected. Okay. And I'm not gonna select specific edge cluster, and I'm gonna leave by default and click next. By the way, this means that the edge gateway will use the same edge cluster that is already associated with the selected tier 0 gateway. Actually, in most cases, this option is sufficient and recommended, so I will keep this default configuration and click next. Okay, the next step is allocated IPs. At this stage, we need to allocate an external IP address for the edge gateway. This IP address is taken from the available IP pool of the provider gateway, which is connected to the tier 0 router. Actually, these are typical public IP addresses that will later be used for services such as NAT, load balancer, VPN, and other external connectivity services. For security reason, actually, I will blur this IP address in this video, but normally you would select an available IP from the provider network pool. Okay, I use available IP and I click add, and then I click next. And now we reach the ready to complete step. Okay. Here we can review the entire configuration before deploying the Edge gateway. I click verify that the name is correct, the correct provider gateway is selected, the Edge cluster configuration is correct, and the IP address has been allocated properly. Yeah. If everything looks good, I click finish. Okay, here we go. And it takes some time. Status is busy, but after 30 seconds, the status is getting normal. That's good. Okay, uh, and this indicating that the Edge gateway is fully deployed and had the operational state. Okay, now I will open the Edge gateway to review its configuration. By default, we land on the general information page. And here you can see the name, status, deployment mode, and other information like scope information, where this edge is located, which tenant and VDC. Actually, deployment mode is active standby. That means that two edges nodes are deployed for high availability. One node is actively processing traffic, while the other remains on the standby and will take over if the active node fails. You can see here also connected status is yes, which indicates that Edge gateway is successfully connected to the provider gateway and underlying the tier 0 infrastructure. Also, yeah, I already mentioned the scope information. And what we can check also here, we can click on the rate limiting. Here we can configure bandwidth limits for traffic going through the Edge gateway. And you can see here ingress traffic and egress traffic. Ingress traffic is traffic entering the Edge gateway, and egress traffic leaving the Edge gateway. Here I have value set unlimited, but by editing, I can edit it, you know. So let's take a look at the services section. Here we can configure networking services provided by the Edge gateway. Here you can see firewall rules, NAT rules, IPsec VPN, L2 VPN. Yeah. And there also you can see that load balancer is supported, and load balancer allows distributing traffic across multiple backend virtual machines. So really important as well. On the next videos, I can show you how load balancing works, and here in the virtual in VMware. And here also, if we move into the security, we can see that here is like firewall rules, IP sets, application port profiles, etc. And these tools allow us to build more advanced and reusable firewall policies. And also, finally, in the IP management section, we can manage IP allocations, DNS settings, and other network-related parameters. So, as you can see, the Edge gateway provides a centralized place where we can configure networking, security, and connectivity services for workload running inside the virtual data centers. And that's it for this quick demonstration of how to create and review an H gateway in vCloud Director. Thank you for the watching. Please like and subscribe this video and comments if you like I show you more and this interesting content. Thank you. Bye bye.